Hello, friends of well-performing endpoints and application performance aficionados. My name is Fabian Zimmer, and I'm a group product manager for the enablement stage. I'm going to walk you through our plans for the memory team for the 14.1 release. So the first minor release after our major release in June 2021. Let me quickly share my screen. So in 14.1, we're going to focus on three main areas. The first one is to finish up some follow-up work from our previous work of shifting Sidekick workers to database replicas. To give you the context here, we run a PostgreSQL backend for GitLab and Sidekick for job processing. And so in order to improve the overall performance of that system, we are focusing on enabling Sidekick to use read-only database replicas for some of their workers to reduce the load on the primary Postgres instance. So this should essentially spread the load among different Postgres instances and help with overall system performance. So we've done already a lot of work here. And this is specifically about sort of some follow-up work for a subset of these workers. And this is something that we're going to do in 14.1. There are some other Sidekick workers that we hope other teams in the company will also move to realize those performance benefits. So that's number one. The other thing is that at this moment in time, GitLab is actually not using Ruby 3. Ruby 3 was an exciting release in the Ruby world at the essentially the beginning of 2021. Was just released at the end of December 2020. And you've maybe seen some of the highlights in terms of performance increases. Obviously, this is a complex area, so it's not going to be we upgrade to Ruby 3. And then everything will magically be super fast. But Ruby 3 has many interesting performance improvements, and we hope to be able to take advantage of some of them. So we've recently completed an upgrade to Rails 6.1, and that actually unblocks the effort of moving to Ruby 3. As you can see, this is actually a rather sizable chunk of work, just because GitLab is a complex application, and moving the Ruby version to 3 will also entail updating many of the gems and other parts of the system to support it. So we're quite excited about it because we do hope that staying close to the latest Ruby releases ensures that we can benefit from some of the new features and overall performance improvements. Lastly, this is a bit more theoretical. So essentially, we're trying to move GitLab into a state where we only use the code that is really needed for all of the dependencies that can help reduce the overall memory footprint. And we've had a successful POC by one of our team members. And for us, it's actually going to be quite interesting to think about what is needed now to move from a proof of concept to production for a specific component of GitLab. And so this is something that we're going to investigate, break this down a little bit further, because this is actually going to be quite impactful in an ideal world. Being able to only load what you need would reduce the overall footprint of the application quite significantly. So we're very excited about that one. And that's it. Thank you very much for listening, and I'm looking forward to 14.1. Take care.